Hello friends, good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you all know that I do post videos related to different content. So continuing the series, today I'm posting in this video, you will find the review of IEEE Spectrum for the May 2026. As you all know that I am the member of IEEE since last 4 years and I'm continuing the membership of IEEE. And I do get a lot of benefits from the IEEE. So I came to know about the conferences. When I visit the conferences, there is a discount in the registration fees if you are a member of IEEE. And I have posted a video of benefits of IEEE also, and that video got more than approximately 1900 views, and it is a very good video that performed over the time. So, continuing the series for the IEEE, I'm posting the review of IEEE Spectrum May 2026. I read the magazine. I'm a constant reader of this particular magazine. And if you talk about the number of magazine that I review on my YouTube channel is at present two, because I review the electronics for you magazine also sometimes, majorly many times. But I'm starting. This is the first review of IEEE Spectrum magazine for the May 2026. And why I am able to review this? Because I am the member of the IEEE. And when you are the member of the IEEE, you get the membership of such magazine. You get the mail monthly that the magazine is available. You can download the PDF, then you can read it. See, important thing is reading. Without reading you will not have the content, but the point here is that I got the content, I got read it, and I have a YouTube channel, so I thought to review it. That's why I'm reviewing it. And with the review you will also learn to understand what is the magazine is all about, what are the latest content in the technology, and what are the latest research area in the technology. So mere reading gives you a lot of tasks, and reviewing is a second time reading. So it is quite helpful for me that I'm making this video. It is helpful for you also if you follow it, and it is helpful for me also. That's why I'm making this video. So benefit is mine and yours also, because you are also able to watch the content. So let me share my screen with you. So now the screen is shared. Okay. So this is the magazine that I'm talking about. That is the IEEE Spectrum. And you can see this is the May 2026. This is written over here for the technology inside. Okay. So it's a monthly magazine which comes over a period of time. And look at the topics that they are talking in this magazine. In the page number 5, AI human collaboration levels of mathematics for formalized proof with AI. So at present, this is the AI age. This particular 2026 is very much related to the AI and kind of development happening in the field of the AI. Now, if you look at the another topic, how to fight an internet blackout, a bold scheme hides data in satellite stream. So it is applicable everywhere. If you want to fight an internet blackout, so if the internet is not available, then how you can work out things. So there is a discussion, and I have read this magazine once. So I found this particular this one very interesting. Let me zoom it out for you so you can have the clear idea of the picture. Just look at this man and is wearing a kind of a device that is known as exoskeleton. It's a exoskeleton, so the person with disabilities can be able to wear this device, and they can stand, they can walk, they can move, they can whatever the task normal human can do, they can do it very easily. So this is an exoskeleton kind of a machine or a device which is for the persons with disability. As per the visual understanding, or yes, they have written these application for the person with disabilities, or some old age person, they are having some difficulties in walking, then they can get this device for their benefits. So this is the highlight of this issue. That's why this is on the cover page, the exoskeleton. So let's continue our journey to dive into the issue of the May 2026 for the IEEE Spectrum. So look at these two ladies, they are interacting with each other. and the kind of so the headline, expertise when you love ones need help. So it means if you have an expertise of having something, then you must help each other. This is the IEEE insurance.com, and IEEE also provide the insurance also. So it means the caregiving session is discussed over here with the photographs of these two ladies. Now, coming on to the content, I discuss the content. The content will come over the time. You can, like, if you want to read this magazine, you can flashback the content with the content, and you can see this. We will discuss this particular thing in the later part of the magazine, that this person is able to control his hand with the electromagnetic waves, and the concerned thing will come in the later part of the magazine, because this is the summary of the content, what are the available in the magazine. Now, see, beyond the demo, so this is the discussion. The thing about the exoskeleton is the editor's note. It's a editor's note. I mean, editor's note means, like, for example, someone who is the editor of this magazine is focusing more on this particular object, that is the exoskeleton. So this is the editor's note. It means it is selected by the editor for this particular magazine. So you can see this lady is interacting with this person, and who is reading the exoskeleton. He might be collecting his review over the exoskeleton, like the way I am providing the review of the IEEE Spectrum magazine. So I read about it, and the things that I wrote, I'm able to interact with you, and you can see this particular this line, this line. Let me highlight this for you. This says that I had the same reaction when reporting on early brain-computer interfaces. So the exoskeleton, the device that we are discussing over here, it's a kind of a brain-computer interface. See, I'm also a researcher at IIT Mandi, and I am doing research in the area of human-computer interaction. Human, if there is a human, there is a computer, and there is an interaction between the human and computer with a kind of different kind of devices, that sensors, data collectors, and everything. So it's a kind of a human computer interaction. In human computer interaction, there is a segment called brain computer interface. Suppose you want to collect the data from the brain, or the signals from the brain. For that, you need to have the EEG, electroencephalogram. So the electroencephalogram will collect the data from the brain and give the signal to the device, through which it is interfaced. That's why this exoskeleton is able to perform the task. Because if suppose, just remember the Stephen Hawking's device on the chair he sits. That device was very much controlled by his brain and his brain activities and his other activities, because they were able to collect the signals from the brain with the help of the EEG. Then they able to transmit the signal to the machine, and the machine is able to operate according to the signal given by the brain of that particular human being. For example, Stephen Hawking's. So these are the things. Let's continue to the next topic. See, this is very interesting. Now you just look at this image. This is, what do you think? These are the images. Looks like three ladies are sitting over here, but actually these are uh, robots. These are robots which are designed by Furhat. Furhat is a conversational robot head with a back projected face designed to interact. Let me highlight this for you, because I'm reading this. Forehead is a conversational robot head with a back projected face designed to interact with human in social setting. So it's a kind of a robot by which you can interact. Suppose you at present you are alone and you're not having any friend, then you can interact this particular with this particular robot, that is a foreign. For example, you can talk about academics, research, education, commercial innovation around the world. So these are a kind of your company, like your company member, or your comply, or your good friend, what you say, companion, what you say, the companion. So you can have this robots, and you can do research on these robots as well. So these are the Furet robots. And these are the some technical details of the IEEE Spectrum magazine. You can have this. And now look at this image. Let me zoom it out for you. See this wonderful image. Wow, what a very wonderful image this is connected over here. So let's move forward for the another topics. Zoom it out. 150. A watershed moment for human AI collaboration in math. So recently we in India we have the exam known as the JEE. So one of the professor or one of the engineer, what he does posted that paper in the AI enabled devices, so that the AI enabled devices was able to solve at least the 90% of the questions. So there is a collaboration between AI, human collaboration in terms of math. So you can solve the complex problem of the maths with the AI as well. But according to my perception or my view, see, natural AI can never beat the natural intelligence, because natural intelligence is something which is beyond our scope of imagination, which is in various layers. But yes, AI can try to mimic that intelligence, but it cannot beat that intelligence. Yes, AI can go beyond something point, but actual intelligence is a natural intelligence. Like for example, the Einstein, Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore is from India. The Einstein is from the international community. So because I'm India, for me, other countries are international, and I belongs to India. That's why I'm talking about the Rabindranath Tagore. And there are many great scientists, Indian scientists like Aryabhatta and many other, Dr. C.V. Raman. So these, you cannot beat the natural intelligence. However, you can try to mimic the natural intelligence with the help of the artificial intelligence. So they told us that they finished 30 sorries, which means they proved 30 intermediate fact that we wanted proved. So every time you say a sorry, you try to prove the fact, like you try to convince the person that you will not repeat that particular statement. So they 30 times sorries, it means 30 times they said that they will not repeat that particular statement. So this is the kind of a discussion related to this in this particular article. I read it and I've told you the summary of this particular article. Now, this is interesting. Let me highlight this. This is very interesting. Donut Lab. So there is a name of lab, that is Donut Lab. Says that its solid state battery is legitimate. They have developed some solid state battery, and they are quite very practical in nature, and they have just look at this image of the battery. This is the image of the battery which is developed by the Donut Lab, and this is a solid state battery. Donut Lab has claimed, they have claimed its solid state batteries can charge in minutes. They can charge in minutes and store more charge than lithium ion battery. So they are better than the lithium ion battery, but they're claiming this, that they can charge in minutes and they are better than the lithium ion batteries. But what the at present industry is thinking about, they are spectacle. They are, I mean, they are trying to speculate about the solid state battery, that they need more proof to better understand its practical performance. So at present, this is under test. But if the Donut Lab have developed this, already they have developed it. So and they're claiming, then it's a good idea in terms of research and in terms of the technology. So this was the another article. Now coming on to the Perseverance master self-driving on the Mars. So this is a kind of a rover which you can see in this particular image, which is landed on the Mars, and they are trying the discussion in the aerospace technology. So I am really delighted to watch this image. This is a kind of a camera and other devices which are connected to this rovers. So uh, this is the GPU, Rubin GPU. This is the LPU. Let me check out the full form of the LPU. So that GPU is, everyone knows, the graphical processor unit. What is LPU? LPU. That is something. Language processing unit. So the LPU are the language processing unit. So and you can come to graphical processor unit is the Rubin GPU. This is the image of the GPU, and this is a Grok 3 LPU. So this is the language processing unit. It's developed by the, I think this is the founder of the NVIDIA. Let me Google his name. Founder. He's a very famous personality. Jensen Huang. Jensen Huang is the founder of the NVIDIA. So you can see the image of the photograph of the Jensen Huang. So they are discussing about the GPUs and the LPUs. And the kind of the processors are coming these days, the speed is quite increased a lot of times because they are strictly following the Moore's law that the transistor will double every 18 months or the 2 years, whatever is the exact data. We can check out in the book as well. So these are the things that are, and look at this. This is the kind of a clamp thing. This they are designing a clamp which can hold the objects in there, like the way we handle the object in our hand. So they are designing the clamp or robotic arms that can handle the object delightfully, diligently, and softly. So this is the discussion is about the physical AI with a human touch. See, AI is there, physics is there, physical movements are there, and human touch is there. So at present, if you talk from the business point of view, the engineers or the scientists are working in the field related to the superhuman. They want to develop human who can be a companion to the human being. They can do all the tasks of the human, whatever they wanted to do by them. So the discussion is going on this particular area, so you can read it more about it. And these are the kind of structure that are shown with the in the civil engineering structure. This is what it written over here. Aikido plans to install the data centers quiescent before the turbine is moved to its final position at the sea. So when there is a deployment of the structures in the sea, this kind of a structure is engaged, and that's why they perform the simulation and other synthesis of that particular object before deployment of the civil engineering structure in the at the site, whether it is river, sea, or any other planar area or the mountain areas. So, and coming the discussion is very important. Look at, see this, they are trying to develop the anatomy of the ant. And with this image, you can have the idea. They have trying to mimic or they're trying to understand the anatomy of the ant. See, ant is it's a kind of an animal or the insect, you can say, which is very hardworking. The ant perform the task throughout the day, and ant is the considered to be in terms of science as the most hardworking animal or the insect in the world that we are known. And constantly over the period of time discoveries goes on. And yes, this is again the discussion about the data. The GPU renters are playing a silicon lottery. So data is a gold these days, information is a platinum. In terms I just added this word of platinum. So data is gold. If you have the data of anything, you can do a lot of things which are very wonderful in terms of the science and the technology. So yes. So the screen is shared. So let me move on to the another topics. Yeah. See, this is this is the walkie-talkie, and this is the audio amplifier, which is able to receive the audio signals. So they have the this is the earlier devices. Now the technology has changed a lot, and with the invention of the devices from the Apple, things have changed a lot. And however, I am using the Microsoft laptop, that is a Dell laptop, and that is also good because sometimes Apple laptop is not compatible with various softwares. So if you are working on a software or the technology, then the Microsoft operating system is good. However, the iOS, the operating system of the Apple is also very good. It depends on your choice, whichever operating system you want to use. So here it is depicting the audio signals from this particular system, and they are trying to get it. So this is the discussion is about the teletext on the radio. So they want to get the tele signal of the radio with these particular devices. Now, moving on to the another topic, this is done. So you can see they are trying to figure out this B in terms of the pixels. Pixel, you understand, the image, the quality of the image will be better if we have the more number of pixels. Like 1080 into 720 will have less pixel, and 1140 into something into 900 will have more pixels. So the number of pixels are more, the quality of the image will be higher. So this is again, if you want to connect and network share, the IEEE app is also there. You can download the IEEE app if you're a member of IEEE, and you can have more information on the go while using a mobile phone with the help of the IEEE app. So these are the things, and Tom Burek has developed something. Let me read out. Burek poses with three versions of his 914 PC board, each within its own nickname. Otto, the silver robot, left was an earlier prototype. Vincent, the red robot, is Burek's personal machine, and Maria Wright was a production model. So the roboticist, the person who is working in the field of robotics, is known as robotist. Turned teacher built a life-size replica of ENIAC. So ENIAC is a kind of a system. They have replicated that particular system with these three boards, with these three devices. So you can read about more this particular article, and you can take a screenshot of the of these things, and you can read about more of this. So Tom Burek have done something, who is a robotist and who is a turned teacher, built a life-size replica of the ENIAC. So let me Google what is ENIAC, so you can have the discussion about the system that I'm talking about. ENIAC. ENIAC. ENIAC is the electronic numerical integrator and the computer. It was first programmable general purpose electronic digital computer completed in 1945 to calculate US Army artillery firing tables during the World War. So it is a kind of a calculator, or the it's a basically it's a computer, not a calculator, which performs the electronic numerical integrator and the numerical activities related to integration and other things. So first it was deployed by the US Army in 1945 during the World War II to find out the tables of the artillery firing in World War II. So artillery is a machine of the used by the Indian by the various defense system, whether it is Indian Army or US Army. So at that time, ENIAC was used by the US Army to count the number of the artillery guns they are firing. So they perform the calculation with the ENIAC. So ENIAC is that device that we are talking at present of time. So Tom Burek has done the replica of the ENIAC with these three devices that you can see in the picture. And the other details you can find out in this particular article. So this is a kind of ENIAC 80. And this is another picture depicting some work in the development of the ENIAC 80. So moving on to the next articles. It is about the eVTOL, vertical takeoff and landing motors, cyborg tech. So this is the exoskeleton, and these are the another discussion that will come in the time. And this is about another exoskeleton that we discussed, the man in the machine. It's a nice article, and man relation with the machine, or the machine's relation with the man. They are talking this discussion in this particular article. And this we have already discussed. So this is the editor article, and they are providing the details, how it is integrated and how they manufactured this exoskeleton. So you can have the clear idea with this picture only, that what are the kind of the interface that is connected with this exoskeleton. So the human that is using this particular device, which will not have any problem in related to interface, in related to understanding, in related to the using of this exoskeleton. And you can see the smile on this on the face of this lady, the way she is able to admire this person enjoying this exoskeleton. This is another thing. Now we move on. So this is another experimental done with this exoskeleton. So you can have a lot of information about this exoskeleton from these particular articles. So this is another image of the exoskeleton, and this is how they are framing the exoskeleton. You can order them also if they are available on the internet. They might be available, but you can see this is a kind of a scratch comes while wearing this exoskeleton. So the scratch is coming on the palm or on the foot. Then they can try to improve the design of the exoskeleton so such scratch doesn't come on the foot of the person who is wearing the exoskeleton. So technology is always about improvement, and over the period of time, as the day progresses, the technology improves over the period of the time. So now you can see this person. This person is wearing a device that is maybe known as the cyborg, which comes in the area of the brain-computer interface. And this person is wearing the device. The device is able to collect the data from the brain activity of this person, and then they are able to connect that particular device, whether you are using with the robot, robotic arms, or the exoskeleton. So the main juncture here is the brain. And brain is a natural thing. And I told you in the beginning of this video that the brain is a natural intelligence. No AI can beat the natural intelligence. But the way we collect the data from the brain with the help of the sensors like EEG, then it comes efficiently able to operate that device with the help of the interfacing techniques that we have already discussed and that we already know. So see, this man is able to operate the robotic arm with this. Imbrine has shaken hands with robotic arm controlled by a brain implant. So they have implanted some devices, some chips in the brain, and they're able to control this robotic arm with his brain activity. You can see in this picture that Scott Imbrine, the person in the image, is wearing this device that is known as the kind of a sensor. They might have the sensor in them, and they are able to get the brain activity with the implanted chip. As you can see in this image, these are the chips that are implanted into the brain, and he is able to control this particular device with the help of his brain activity. That is a robotic arm he is able to control with his brain activity. And you can see this device, this is used for the interface. Interface means the way you connect any device to another device, that is known as the interface. Like you connect the output to the memory or memory to the output, the input to the system or system to the input. This is known as the interfacing. And if you are a student of embedded system, then you can easily understand what I'm trying to say over here. So this is the experiment done by the Scott Brine, Imbrine, which is very looking very good. And you can see the another example. This person is wearing the name of the person, Ehan Burkhardt, is wearing operating this device, and he might be collecting information. I mean, he might be controlling activity with his the brain activity. So you can see the way the device is implanted on his brain, on his head. Then this is a kind of X-ray of that particular object, and the way they are able to collect the data from the brain with the help of this device, which is depicted in this picture of the Ian Burkhardt. So, and another, this was discussed in the beginning. That let me highlight this. Burkhardt, who is paralyzed from the chest down, received a brain implant that routed neural signal through a computer to his paralyzed muscles, enabling him to grasp object and even play the video game with Guitar Hero. So with his activity of the hand, he can play the guitar, and he is paralyzed. I mean, the person with the paralysis can also perform this activity with this particular kind of the brain computer interface enabling devices. A brain implant that routed neural signals through a computer to his paralyzed muscles. His muscle is paralyzed, and this BCI, the brain computer interface, is importing signal or routing the signal from his brain activity, and he was able to play the guitar, and he was able to grasp object, and a number of things he can do in this particular situation as well. So this is also a kind of a great advantage for the technology in terms of research and everything. The way you do a quality research, and the way you add some contribution to the technology as well. So when you do research, you're actually improving the technology itself. So you can see another example. This person is holding his laptop and he's controlling the activities of the laptop with this audio signals, and he's a kind of doing things on the over laptop and with this particular BCI things. So these are the another picture. This is one. This is two, three, four. So you can have the idea about the brain computer interface that I have talked in the beginning of this particular discussion in this particular video of the review of IEEE Spectrum Bay 2026. And you can see this, these are the another picture. This is one, two, three. That's first one talk about the BlackRock Neurotalk, another area of the BCI. This is about Neuralink. This is about synchron. The way you're trying to synchronize the brain activity to the activities of the computer and the interconnected devices that are the IoT devices. So, like for example, if it is goes well, then you are sitting at one place and you can control all the activities around you with the with your brain signals. And many people can read the mind also. So something related to telepathy can also come into this picture if you are doing well in terms of the BCI, that is a brain computer interface. So this discussion is about the satellite. You can see, get the idea. This is the image of the satellite. So this is about the satellite. If there is no satellite, then you are not able to connect it to the internet. So satellite is an important thing if you are working related to the internet. So let me skip this article. I told you something. This is the infrastructure or the architecture of the signals. This is satellite decoder. You have get the idea from this particular image itself, the way internet works. This is already and you can get more information regarding that. The radio waves, or the electronic waves plays an important role in this particular thing. So I'm about to complete the review of this magazine. I hope you like the review of the magazine. So before summarizing, let me take few more articles to wind this up. And so okay. So OAC will evolve from lab prototype to standardized wireless capability through 2020 into the decade. So people are working on wireless technologies to improve the wireless features, and they do want to record the activity with the wireless signal as well. Like suppose I'm sitting in a room and there are wireless transmitter receiver are placed at certain point, and they are transmitting signal from one point to from the transmitter to the receiver, and in between there is some physical activity by person or any object, then you can actually note that particular activity. And I was attending a conference in Australia and I was able to have the presentation. I've seen the presentation from one of the professor. I am at present not remembering the name, but maybe Siba Uddata or some other professor. So they were talking about the measurement of the activities by the human or any object with the help of the wireless signal. So they can monitor the activities of the object or the person with the wireless signal also. So this is another research area that you can dig in. And this is the kind of setup that they have developed to measure the activity with the help of the wireless signal, or they are trying to improve the wireless signal as well. So these are the things. So I think that's it for this particular video. This is the job site also. If you want to have job in IEEE, you can go to jobs.ieee.org. You can scan this barcode for the jobs in IEEE. So IEEE helps in jobs as well. If you're qualified, well qualified, then you are able to get the job from the IEEE as well. And look at this old picture of the train and the Bay Central station, Herblay station. So this is in 1936. This is a photo of a 1936 passenger waits at the Central Hershey station, one of the main stops on the Hershey Electrical Railway in Cuba. So this image is from the Cuba, and look at the good quality of the image. That's why you are able to have this fascination by watching this image. Now, so that's it. And before closing this, this is the advertisement from the MathWork. that tomorrow's planes engineered today with MATLAB and Simulink. So they are saying that if you want to develop planes of tomorrow like this, then you have to do the simulation with the MATLAB and the Simulink with the MATLAB, or you have to use the product of the MATLAB or the MathWork. That's why then only you can, or with that help, you can build the planes of the future like N4150 as depicted in the future. So with this, I'm closing the video. I hope you liked this video. And if you have any comment, suggestions, or the question, you can post them in the comment. I'll be happy to answer all your queries and the connection. So let me stop this video. So thanks for watching and have nice time.